Hello friends, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the Brooklyn 39 bag from Coach. For ease of reference, I'm going to divide this video into several parts. About the bag, why I got the bag, what fits in the bag, and whether you should consider it. So we'll start with talking about the Brooklyn 39, which at this point, I think doesn't really require a lot of introduction. This has been out for a while, and as far as I understand, this is one of the best sellers of Coach. But just the same, I'm going to talk a little bit more about the bag and refer to the website to be sure that I'm actually accurately describing this bag. So the Brooklyn 39 is the biggest size from this line. This bag is made out of natural grain leather, and actually it does say so at the bottom. Here you will have a stamp that says natural grain leather. The measurements of this particular bag are, for its height, it is 43.5 centimeters. That's actually quite tall. I didn't realize that it's that tall. For width, it's 39 centimeters, which is why it's called the 39. And then for the depth, it is 12 centimeters. So this one, according to the website, will fit an A4 size 15-inch laptop. So it can store up to 16-inch MacBook Pro if that's what you're using. In terms of weight, this is 750 grams, so it does lean a little heavy. Personally, I haven't actually felt that, so it's interesting to learn that. And in terms of design, in front, it looks like this. It has the Coach there in front, and then at the back, you'll see the stitches of the back pocket. And then the strap is sewn into the main bag. So it looks like that. When you do carry it, it's just like one continuous bag because the strap is sewn in to the body of the bag. At the bottom, it looks like this. So as I said, you have natural grain leather stamped there somewhere. There's one big compartment, and then you have a pocket at the back that has a snap closure. Outside, you do have this small D-ring, which you can use for your other key rings. So here I have a Susawatari little coin purse from a friend. I have Lina Bell here, and it also has that Coach hang tag, which is made out of the same leather as the rest of the bag. Inside, there's also a D-ring. Looks like that. And I have attached this phone strap, which I think in the video where I featured all the Coach bags that I have, at least up to that point when I posted it, I mentioned that I have this strap for my phone. So when I do travel, because I have traveled quite a bit with this bag, what I do is I attach my phone to this in order to make sure that it's secure. Why did I get this bag? I got this bag in January of 2025, and I got it specifically because we were going to Taiwan and I wanted a bag that I could carry everything in but not be too careful or not be too particular with. And I also knew that I had quite a number of trips in the pipeline, and I wanted to make sure that, again, I would be able to travel with something that I wouldn't be too fussy about. So I have been seeing a lot of posts about the Brooklyn bag and the 39 specifically. I decided to check it out in store. I got this from Coach in Shinjuku near the east exit of the JR Shinjuku station. And yeah, I just fell in love with this. When I got this particular colorway was actually on sale. And at that time, what I paid for it was, I have the receipt here, so I paid 69,300 yen for this particular colorway. Currently in Japan, this size retails for 99,000 yen, but every so often they would actually have some colorways of this on sale, either on the main website or on the reserve section of the Coach outlet website. Okay, so what fits in the bag? Now, before we get into that, I wanted to thank Z2Jo for providing the insert for this bag. Z2Jo is an online brand that carries bag organizers and bag shapers for any bag and every bag that you can possibly think of. So they were kind enough to send me this bag organizer for my Brooklyn 39, and it's been really, really helpful because the Brooklyn 39, as beautiful as it is, the fact that it's just like one major compartment tends to become a problem for me when I need to find like certain things. I do tend to pack quite a bit when I use it. It's so so easy to get lost in the disorganization of things. So having this has been really, really helpful. So it fits in the bag. This is actually everything that I have inside my bag. In the website, they did say that it fits a laptop. So I do have a 13-inch MacBook Air. And yes, when I travel and I need my laptop, I do put it inside this bag. The thing that I love about this bag is that I can put my MacBook this way in landscape mode. So, yep. With my laptop inside, the bag looks like this. And then I'm going to start putting in the things that I carry with me on a daily basis. So I have a Continental wallet, a book, a pair of sunnies, my EpiPen, my card holder, a pack of tissue, wet wipes, a mesh pouch with my blush, some medicines, mints, and hair tie, my keys, AirPods. And typically I do go out with like a face towel and some cooling wipes. I do carry cooling wipes and a towel when I travel as well. My planner and a pen. And then that's everything. It looks like this from the side with everything that I placed inside. It's a little hard to show. I don't know if it's like my current setup. I can't film in my room because that's where my baby is. So I'm like downstairs and it's just a lot harder to kind of show things from where I'm at. So let me just try to... That's how it looks inside with everything that I put in. Sometimes if I don't need my laptop with me, this will be replaced with a mirrorless camera, which I currently don't have. It's upstairs. But yeah, I carry with me a mirrorless camera, this vlogging camera that I'm currently using, which means that it could be a lot lighter. So just realistically, with everything that I have in here, it is heavy. The bag itself has a bit of weight to it. It hasn't really bothered me, and I think I mentioned this in the video where I featured all my Coach handbags, that because of the way that the drop is designed and even like this length, carrying this even when it's heavy has not been a problem for me. So what I found with bags is that no matter how light or how heavy it is, if it messes with my center of gravity, I just can't use it. But for this one, it is heavy. The bag itself is heavy, and even with everything that I put in, especially because I do use it for travel, it tends to get a lot heavier than a typical bag that I would carry on a day-to-day basis. But I don't mind just because of the way this drop is designed. At least that's how it is for me. I'm not sure if it's going to work out the same way for other people, but I just wanted to flag why I love this bag despite the weight. So this is actually everything that I have inside my bag, which was really hard to show when it was just inside my bag. As you can see, this is really, really helpful because it has compartments. It has one main compartment. It has a zip pocket right here. And then a couple of slip pockets at the back as well. And then 3 more slip pockets here. And then if I want to close it, which right now I can't because I have my laptop, but I can opt to do so. There's a button here and this stretchable string here that I can use to like keep the contents of my bag secure. So again, thanks Zito Joe for this very, very useful bag organizer. So the most important question, should you consider this bag? I have been asked that question by friends who know that I use this quite extensively. And honestly, I love it. For my purpose, it's very, very useful. I love the fact that it has one big space. The strap drop is perfect for me. And it's very sturdy. I have not been careful with it. I've gone through security screenings. I have places under the seat in front of me. No issues whatsoever. It still looks pristine. I mentioned in an earlier video that I kind of wrecked this leather because I tried to clean it, but it looks fine actually. It's not as obvious. Yeah, I love this bag. Is it worth considering? If you're eyeing this particular silhouette, you might want to consider the smaller sizes. You know, for a day-to-day bag, if you don't mind a bit of weight, I would say do consider this. I know that some people tend to view this as way too big for their build. So I'm not gonna stand up today, but I am 5'3", and I find that it's okay. I quite like the way it falls against my body. So it really just depends on what you are comfortable with. Generally, ROI, I have gotten my ROI, definitely. I've been tempted to get it in another color. I'm glad that I have not. I did end up getting it in another size though, which I will review in another video. But yeah, I love this bag. It is a keeper for me. The leather is nice. The structure is nice. It serves its purpose as far as I'm concerned. And yeah, it's just worth considering. It does have a bit of weight, so be mindful of that. But if you're not too particular about that as an issue, then do give this a serious thought. So that's it. If you have any questions about the bag that I showed you today or any of the bags that I've shown in the past, please do comment it down below and I'll try my best to answer them. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching and until next time. Bye!